Oh, good night, Arturo. Are you going to bed? Okay. Sorry about that. If you're just tuning in, welcome to my live stream. I'm Benjamin James Morgadich, and I'm streaming here live in my kitchen. I'm going to make myself something real quick in this air fryer, and I'm going to eat it, and you can be doing so with me. You could be making yourself food. You could be picking yourself up food, but you could also just be getting ready to eat, because I'm really just going to heat up some stuff in the air fryer, and we're just going to be eating a quick meal tonight. I am going to also finish off the salad I have. If you watch me do this on a regular basis, which is possible because I do live stream on a regular basis now, welcome here to my live stream on YouTube and on TikTok. It's nice to have you here. Thanks for being here. Overall, I like to have a lot of fun doing these live streams. So if you're just tuning in or if you're a regular viewer, welcome to my live stream. You can also follow me on Instagram. And once again, I am on YouTube and I am on TikTok. So if you do feel like you want to switch between the different chats or just check what I look like on a different platform, you can do so as well, but only on YouTube and on TikTok. It's great to be here. It's great to have you here. Thanks for all the likes. Feel free to push like and share this live stream. I'm going to be just heating up some food in the air fryer here and then eating, and you could be doing the same with me. It's going to be a lot of fun for me to be here with you, and you could have a lot of fun being here with me. And that's also something you could share with somebody else. If you know someone's looking for some company tonight and they're eating alone or they're eating by themselves or they're cooking by themselves, then you can send this to them. Right now I'm in my kitchen. You could be in your kitchen too. We could both be in our kitchen at the same time, and we could be hanging out. And then on top of that, we could be eating together after we're done making something. That would be a lot of fun for me. It could be a lot of fun for you. I mean, I know it's going to be fun for me. I've been doing this a lot, and I'm already going to be doing it, so why not live stream myself doing it? And I can talk to myself basically while I'm doing it and also interact with the chat. Thanks for all the likes and thanks for the shares. It's a lot of fun to be here. Thanks for being in my live stream, live on YouTube and on TikTok. Thanks for coming in, everybody. It looks like we're getting a lot of likes from Sarari, if I'm saying that right. I hope so. But I appreciate all the likes. I appreciate everyone coming in and being real nice with sending me some of that love. And be sure to share this live stream with anybody that you think might also just want to be a part of the live stream in general. I am, doing this on a regular basis, so welcome. I guess I'm just going to start up because I'm already really hungry and it's already really late. Usually I try to wait a little while so that people can come on into the live stream. I have some regulars that I do like to see. And we do have a nice little environment happening here on at least TikTok. If you're watching on YouTube, there's no moderator there, so we're going to have to just police it ourselves, and that's going to be okay. As long as everyone's nice to each other, we'll be fine. But over here on TikTok, I don't know if our moderators are here, but our moderators are Joe and Mikey Milwaukee. They do a great job, and if you see them, give them a shout out, let them know they're doing a great job. Now, I have some corn right here, I have some salmon right here, and some leftover pasta. Now, this stuff was given to me by my mother, and she was just trying to get rid of stuff that's inside of their house. And by getting rid of it, she just gives it to her son, which does actually work out pretty well for me. But I usually like to cook and eat in these live streams. But then again, it did actually work out tonight because I got home later, and this is just where we're at, and this is what's happening. It's fun for me to be doing these, so I'm having a good time. But let me know how I'm doing by sending me any feedback. Love to hear what people think. It's nice to be doing it, and I am doing it to interact, so do feel free to send me messages. It's fun to interact here on the interweb, and it's fun to be here. So do take some time to watch my live streams and let me know how I'm doing, and feel free to interact to the best of your ability. I'm here to not just entertain you, but also to interact with you. Yep. Oh, Hayden Kinney, nice to have you here. It's cooking well. And my week's going well. It's great to have you here. Thanks for being part of the live stream on YouTube. It's great to have everyone here also on TikTok. Looks like people are just slowly coming in. You love my beach content? Thanks. I do appreciate that. I love making a lot of those beach videos. Those ones are really fun. Those were a great amount of videos for me to make. I did like them. And I'm happy that you enjoyed them as well. Now we're going to just pay attention to what's happening over here. I only took out a cutting board so I could cut some bread. But I do like to heat up some of this stuff in the air fryer. I'll show you what I like to do when it comes to heating up pasta. Not everyone heats their pasta up in the air fryer, but I do. That's right. Now, you can do it in some tin foil, and that works too. You could do it in, this time we're going to use this one, which is just like a sheet. We're going to put that there. It's on a rack. So, it's on a rack in tray. That's what this is called. Yeah, I know. I'm putting it directly into the tray. So this is how I'm going to reheat some pasta, some chicken pasta. Most of the chicken's been picked out, it really feels like. Let's get some of it out of there. Ooh, it looks real good, right? I mean, you can see it, right? It's funny doing these live streams. I do feel like I'm talking to myself, but I know I'm talking to you, but it also really just feels like I'm talking to myself at the same time. I'm also looking at myself because whenever I look up, I can see myself in the image of the camera, and that also gives me the ability to loop on my energy, which can be very never-ending. Very, very never-ending. It's like almost endless energy. I do realize I do have a lot of energy. I hope that energy rubs off onto you. I like to do these live streams to spread some positive energy. And that's what I do feel like I'm doing. I'm trying to have fun in front of the camera, and I'm trying to have fun with social media in general, so hopefully this makes it so that you're also having fun too. Because social media just shouldn't be something that we're tuning into to also be discouraged with how things are with the world around us. Things can be really crazy, and things seem like they're falling apart, and then things seem like they're coming together. Regardless, it seems like everyone just likes to complain about everything on the internet, and that's really what I don't want to be doing right here. We're going to be hanging out together and not complaining about all the other stuff. You can have little conversations in the chat with other people as well, where we can kind of bring up some things, but let's not complain too much, and let's try to have some fun and just be energetic and also eat together. Eat together and heat up some food. This is me heating up some leftovers. There's going to be some pasta in the air fryer. That's going to be like 5 minutes. I have salmon. Okay. We'll heat up the salmon too, or some of the salmon. So we'll just take this piece off. Well, that works out really well. That can go into that corner. Okay, so we've got salmon. So you can see what's going on. So I've got some salmon, some pasta, and I'm going to put a little bit of corn in there. That's right, corn. Well, let's do both, right? So that's one. And that's two. I feel like, you know what? I'm going to do this a different way. If you're just tuning in, welcome to my live stream. You're watching me in real time. This is me unedited, just doing things in my real life. You're looking into my life right now in my kitchen, where I'm making myself some food using the air fryer. That's what I'm doing. I don't know if you use your air fryer, but I'm heating up some salmon, some corn, and some pasta. That's what's happening right here. And if you want, you can also go ahead and share this live stream with anybody that you think might also want to be hanging out with me in my kitchen as I make myself some pasta. Now, this pasta right here, I actually just want to put it in first. I feel like I'm going to cook this for a little bit longer. Most people don't put pasta in their air fryers, but this guy does. This guy does because it's actually a pretty fast way to heat it up. To heat it up and to get it ready. Now I'm going to heat up this. I'm going to eat some food. You can also eat with me. You can heat up food at the same time. We could be eating thousands of miles away. We could even be nearby. Doesn't really matter where you are. Regardless, I'm streaming myself live right now, and you can watch me here on TikTok and here on YouTube. You can also follow me on Instagram, and you can see what I'm doing on a regular basis because I like to post videos on how I do things, and that's just something that I like to do to entertain you fine people. It's great to be here, and it's great to have you here. Feel free to share this live stream and push like on that screen. Give me the likes and the follows over here on YouTube, and give me the likes and the shares over here on TikTok. Regardless of where you are, you could be in the middle of your next day, because this is the whole world that has access to me live streaming myself right now. You could be having lunch tomorrow, from my perspective, or you could be having dinner yesterday from your perspective. I know it's confusing, but really it's all at the same time. Time zones, it's all over the place. Regardless, we're just doing a little bit of a heat up of the pasta in here first. We're actually gonna cheat a little bit. Put that up to 400. It's gotten late. I'm on the West Coast. And you know, it's like 8 o'clock and I'm hungry. So I'm trying to eat as fast as I can, and hopefully you could be eating with me too. Regardless, you can be watching this live stream and be entertained by either me just entertaining you, or you can partake and also be doing some things along with me in your kitchen, like preparing food and getting ready to eat and eating with me if you really want to. We are just actually still waiting for some things to heat up right here. If you're just tuning in, it's nice to have you here. I see people have jumped in on the YouTube and the TikTok chat, and it looks like we got people actually saying things on YouTube, which doesn't always happen, but it's happening right now. Oh, good. It's nice to see that you're hungry too. Thanks for saying this is interesting and cool. And that it's your first time here. Thanks for subscribing. Lizardo? Rosero? Rosabelle? I hope I said your name right. Regardless, that's Lizardo really caught my attention. I like that. Thanks for having me in your subscription base now. It's great to have you here. Thanks for being part of my live stream. You can also check out my other videos. Over here on TikTok, I have not been paying attention too much to the chat, but it looks like a lot of people have just so far jumped in. Over explaining your own live is too much. Oh, thanks, Evie. I do appreciate that. What are we cooking? We're cooking some pasta. Make some cheese sauce. Leo, thanks for asking me to make some cheese sauce. I made cheese sauce 2 nights ago, and I'll make cheese sauce later on. It gives you a reason to follow me and be part of my online community, because you might see me do that again real soon. Damien Dynamite. Oh, thanks for saying I'm single. I am single. Corn? You want to eat corn with me? I mean, I am eating corn. Oh, thanks, Evie. You enjoy yourself too. Julio, what's up with you, man? My day's going good. It's nice to see you're here. Hello to you as well. And Ryan, talking to a wood cutting bot. I feel like I've missed some of the conversations that maybe some people have been having before this, but regardless, we're all having fun. And it looks like we actually made it to we made it halfway to the goal. Thanks for the gifts, Gigi Rosa. It's nice to have you here. I appreciate you. It's great to have people on both YouTube and on TikTok right now. And wood cutting bot, corn is the best. It really is. Gigi Rosa, or Roa, thanks for saying you love the live. I enjoy having you here too. I love you as well. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being part of the live stream. Feel free to share it and push like on that screen. We're all gonna eat corn together. Miss Woods X, it's nice to have you here. Thanks for calling me handsome like you usually do. I'm good this evening. How are you? It's nice to have you here. I hope this will entertain. Yeah, there are inside jokes happening here, and it's a great thing. It's a great thing to have this live stream, so be sure to be nice to each other on both TikTok and on YouTube. We are here to hang out not just with me, but also with each other in this live stream, because other people can read the live chat. Remember that, and be mindful of what you say and how you talk to each other. Also, feel free to build some relationships in here. Follow people that are also in here as well. Maybe have conversations on the side, regardless of what you decide to do. It's the internet, and this is a lot of fun for me to do with you, and I hope you're having a lot of fun with me. Now, we're gonna just pull this out, and we're gonna push off real quick. Now, I've put the pasta in the air fryer for 4 minutes at 400 degrees, and now I'm gonna put corn in, and I'm gonna put some salmon in, and then we're gonna cook that all together. But first I gotta flip the pasta, because the pasta is, pretty cold. I got myself a fork. Let's see if we can start eating soon. I am hungry. You can see that it does, look at that. See, it's looking pretty good, right? So I'm just gonna flip it over, just like that. All right. And now that I've flipped it over, I take that salmon that I was gonna put in to cook with it the first time, but this is gonna be the second cook through. And the 2 pieces of corn that I'm gonna be cooking. Oh, I touched the side, that was hot. Also, kitchen safety is important. Be sure to treat the fryer tray with delicacy, because it is hot. If you pull it out of the fryer, it's a hot thing and you can burn yourself. Be mindful and be thoughtful. Now, if you're gonna watch my live stream, I at least wanna spread some good news about kitchen safety. And if you do burn yourself, just try to take care of it best you can. Try not to touch the thing for that much longer. So now I have my pasta, my corn, and my salmon in here. This is gonna be my dinner tonight. If you're making dinner, or if you're getting yourself some dinner, you could be eating with me soon too. I do hope that you're gonna be eating with me tonight, because I'd like to eat with you if you wanna eat with me. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm gonna put this into the air fryer like that, and we're gonna just push on. And then I'll set things afterwards. Let's do 400 degrees. Let's do 6 minutes, and then we can start eating. And that'll be a lot easier for me, because normally it takes me like almost a full hour to finish cooking and then to start eating while I'm doing my live stream. And it's great to have you here. Thanks for being here. Am I on the West Coast? Yes, I am. It's basically 9 o'clock. Thanks for saying I'm Armenian, Kiwi. It's nice to have you here. I think I vitally catch. Oh, nice. Brandon Worcester said, bro, don't wake your parents up. I don't live with my parents, man. I don't know how old you are, but you shouldn't just assume everyone lives with their parents. But then again, when you're young, you do assume that people live with their parents, and there's nothing wrong with that. And honestly, you're young, so you got many years ahead of you. So take care of yourself, Brandon. But you are being thoughtful. So I know you're probably also a good son with your parents, because you do try not to keep them up at night when they shouldn't be. So I don't really remember what it's like to live with my parents. I don't think I was, when I was like an adult the last years I was living, but I don't remember exactly how it felt with trying to be quiet or anything. Pumped to see the pasta. Ryan, the pasta will be back out in a second. Thanks for saying you love the vest, Miss Woods X. There's a backstory to this vest. I bought it for my mother when I was in my early 20s, I think, when I started doing my vest wearing. And it was an actual Christmas gift to her. She wore it one Christmas, and ever since she's tried to give it to me every Christmas. And this is just the year I caved. She's just, but you should have it because you like to wear vests. Thanks for saying I have a lot of pep in my step. I do have a lot of pep. I am not Persian, I'm Armenian. And do I live alone? I have a roommate. Thanks for saying I'm fine. Yeah, thanks for saying it's adorable. Now, this vest right here is a classic Christmas vest. We'll be doing some fashion modeling just for you guys to see it. Yes, there is a Santa, a snowman, and a bunch of other stuff, stars and whatnot. It's very seasonal. I'm hungry. I hope you're hungry. If you want to eat with me, that's an option you can be doing tonight. I've gotten myself home, and luckily I have a whole bunch of leftovers to eat. There's a whole bunch of salmon, and there's pasta. Now, this isn't leftovers that I made in a previous video, which is what normally happens in these live streams. I do like to cook, I do like to eat, and that's something you'd see in my live streams on a regular basis. If you do decide to tune in and be part of my live streams in the future, you'll see me eat, you'll see me cook, you'll see me hang out, and basically like what's happening right now. You just get a look into my life and we can hang out together. If you think that that's going to be fun for you, then go ahead and follow me. You can also follow me on Instagram. And if you're watching me on YouTube, you could follow me on TikTok. If you're watching me on TikTok, you could follow me on YouTube. Isn't that great? Isn't that grand? It's a fantastic thing for you to be able to do. Feel free to also share this live stream and push like as many times as you can. Help me out with getting some more exposure. I do like having more people in here, and it's fun to chit-chat on these live streams and to have people interact with each other. We could be doing some battles later on tonight if people really want to see me do some battles. It'll be a lot of fun if people really want that to happen. Do I live in Glendale? Cloud? No, I don't. I do not. But thanks. And thanks, Miss Woods X, for giving him an answer. And we've got, you do like to cook, Lizardo? It's great to hear that. You're from New York. I do make cheese sauce. You can see me make cheese sauce in the future in my live stream. If you keep watching these live streams, you'll definitely see it. You can also go back and watch one of my live streams that I ended up doing it, because I do have these live streams uploaded from start to finish in their entirety on YouTube. But then again, there are some extended live streams that are on TikTok that aren't viewable on YouTube, but you can always rewatch my live streams here on YouTube just by going into my profile and going into my lives, and you can find another night that I cook and I eat, and on one of those nights I definitely made cheese sauce. I'll go through and write descriptions more precisely in the future, so then you can easily navigate between the different live streams, so you know what I was up to and what happened in those. Oh, hey, Joe's here. Joe's here on the TikTok. Sorry about that. On YouTube, there's no moderator, but I am bringing attention to the moderator that's on TikTok. It's just Joe. Joe just came in, and Joe is our moderator. He keeps things safe. Give him a shout out. Let him know he's doing a great job. Joe is always on it. If you do feel like someone's being too rude or too ridiculous in the chat, you can give him a request to be able to remove somebody. He's a nice guy. Give him a shout out. Let him know he's doing a fantastic job. I appreciate you for appreciating him. There's also Mikey Milwaukee, but I don't know if he's here, but if he's here, let's also appreciate him too. The mods are great mods, and it's Joe and Mikey Milwaukee, so let them know they're doing a fantastic job. Thanks for the rose. Juliet? Juliet, did you change your name from Juliet to Juliet? Thanks guys for giving him some love. We got 1 minute left before we really start eating, so I'm gonna actually kind of start to move this too, and we're gonna get the setup because I am hungry. I hope you're hungry too. We didn't really cook a lot this time because it's just heating up leftovers. I got home later, but we're still doing these live streams because I like to live stream on a regular basis. If you're new here, that is something that you can look forward to on a regular basis. If you really want to watch me live stream daily, you can do that. I'm giving that to you as an option. It hopefully will entertain you. I know it entertains me, and I have a lot of fun doing it, and I appreciate the likes and the exposure and people just watching my videos in general because I like to make content online. Content that's short form, long form. It doesn't really matter to me anymore. I'm having fun across the spectrum, and I'm trying to figure out what else to do and how else to expand this this new thing that I'm doing, which is just me hanging out online more and having fun with social media. Now, social media was something that I wasn't having fun with before. In these last 2 years, I've started to really realize how to have fun with it again, and it is a great device if you do use it a specific way and you don't get stuck into the death scrolling. The death scrolling and then the constant judgment things. And regardless, I'm here to hang out with you if you want to hang out with me, and I'm having fun, so maybe that fun will rub off onto you. Yeah? Well, we'll find out together. Now, I know that this is really hot, so I can't take it out right away. But I can cut myself some bread. So I'm going to be ready to eat my food in just a minute, but I am going to cut myself at least one nice big piece of bread. This is some delicious bread right here. Well, that's not a big piece, but it is like half a piece. Let's do another. Oh yeah, this is right. There we go. That's 2 pieces of bread. Now I can wrap that back up and I can save the rest of this bread for another day. Yeah, if you're just tuning in, welcome to my live stream. You should get yourself something to eat because I'm going to eat and you can be eating with me too. We can be eating together, thousands of miles away, even close by. It doesn't really matter where you are. I'm going to be broadcasting myself worldwide, so this is something that you could also be sharing with people on YouTube and on TikTok so other people could be eating with me as well. I'd like to eat with them if they want to eat with me, and honestly, if you know some people that are eating alone and they can use some company, you should send this stuff. Why not, right? It might be fun. For them and for you, because you could also be watching me while they're watching me, so you could be eating with them while they're eating with me, and then you're eating with them, and we're all just eating together and we're all just hanging out. I know, right? That's the great thing about the internet, and that's what's so much fun about the internet, is that you really don't know where you're going to be and where you can be seen. And honestly, it's always fun to look at the stats later on and just see what countries you end up popping in on. It's great to have you people here. It's great to have everyone jumping in and being part of it. Bobo Gizmo, I see you're here. It's nice to have you here. Is this a character? This is a character. It's nice to have you here. User 112112212000. What a name. Now that's a name for you. I do love those names. It is funny when people end up having it be like that. I mean, like, I get it. You just wanted to have another account because the first account you had got banned and you probably can't use the name you want to use anymore because that's happened to pretty much all of us on TikTok. If you've been using TikTok for a long time, that's just something that happens and they're cool with it. And I really don't understand why. Regardless, that might not be what happened, but if it is what happened, well, hey, that's a thing. Thanks for saying that I'm your favorite character, Steak. It's nice to have you here. It's nice to be here with you. If you're here with me on YouTube or TikTok, it doesn't matter. You can also follow me on Instagram. It's great to have you here, but feel free to also share this live stream and push like, give me a follow. Let's have some fun. You can also subscribe, and you can watch my long-form content. My long-form content's still being defined, and we're still having a lot of fun creating this online persona that's here to hang out with you on a daily basis because I do find the time to do it, and as long as I have access to Wi-Fi, I will do it every day for at least a little while, sometimes 20 minutes, maybe an hour. I do try to do 2 hours. I do. Now I'm slowly taking out, well, I should be doing this over here. It's easier because I can put this down. It's dangerous to hold the air fryer tray. It's hot, and it's true. I burned myself on it already. Now here's my salmon. I'm gonna just push that over there. The bread's right here. Oh, I need some butter. I know how to eat corn. The best way to eat corn, you gotta put some butter on it. Yeah, I can feel it. I'm going to be moving that camera in just a second, and you're going to be eating with me. If you want to eat with me, you should go get yourself some food, or you should finish up cooking. Regardless, it's almost that time for me to start eating, and hopefully you'll be ready to start eating with me as well, and we could be eating at the same time. Ain't that going to be fun? Oh yeah, we can have some fun tonight. I know, right? It's going to be good. It's going to be a lot of fun. If you want to have fun with me, I mean, I'm already going to be having fun, so you could just be here with me. Isn't that crazy how the internet works? You could be anywhere with me at the same time, but not with me, but with me in a way. It'll be an interesting future. If I keep doing this, we have more fun. Yep. All right, so now I slide on my pasta. It looks good, right? Okay. Oh, good. All right. I can slide this back in here. In case I want seconds, I'll leave this stuff over here. I'm not going to leave the knife there. I'm also going to grab, this is the salt and pepper garlic blend, and I've already put butter on my corn. So now I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit right there. And there we go. Oh, it keeps asking me to battle. I could tell this one's not an American though. It's hard when I do the people that aren't from America. I really need to find a way to actually, like, you know, tell the app to maybe not do that anymore. I don't know how to make it so that doesn't happen. It is corn time. Yeah, let's eat together if you want to eat with me. Oh, thanks for the tips and thanks for the gifts, Woodcutting Bot. I see you sent me some corn, and I do appreciate it. If anyone else sent gifts and I didn't see it, I do apologize. It's great to have you guys here, and I appreciate all the gifts, all the likes, and all the shares. Thanks for calling me fun, and that you're happy to be here. And you're making yourself chicken Alfredo? Oh, good. You're eating it, so then we can have some together because you already made chicken Alfredo. I see you and I hear you, Lizardo. It's great to have you here. Thanks for watching on YouTube. We're going to be paying attention again to what's happening over here on TikTok. Just if you have food, let's eat dinner together. Dr. Doodoo. Oh, man. It's a great name. But have you ever been to Nebraska? No. You ate guac for dinner? That doesn't count. You can't just have one guacamole. Well, maybe you can. I'm not a doctor or a nutritionist. So it is not my place. It's definitely not my place to say what you should or shouldn't be eating. I am moving some things so I can move the camera. I hope everyone had a good day. I had a good day. It just ended up being long. Regardless, if you had a good day, bad day, I'm here for you. If you're here for me, feel free to share the live stream so we could be here for somebody else who had a good or bad day. It doesn't really matter what type of day you had. Really, what matters is you're here now, and I appreciate you being here, and I hope you have yourself some food because we could be eating together if that's something you want to do with me. I just got to grab my water and frame downwards. Dang it. There we go. Yeah, I haven't turned on that TV. Do I think I should? Maybe. Do I want to? Maybe. Will I? Probably not. Just being honest. Just being honest. This is about eating now. As you can see my food. I can't see your food, but you can always share with me what your food looks like. Just need to grab one more thing and I get to start eating. So if you know anybody who just likes to watch people eat, that's something that's happening right here. Yeah, I guess I should put that on in the background, but I really don't want to because I just don't want to. But I gotta push this over here now. Well, I kind of had it, so why move it? Yeah, I like this better. Yep, this is much better for me. Is this good for you? I hope you guys are ready to hang out with me and eat with me. I'm getting myself some water. That's the last thing. Feel free to also share this live stream with anybody that you know might want to hang out with me as well. I'm Benjamin James Margarichin, streaming live here on YouTube and on TikTok. You can follow me on Instagram. I have fun doing these live streams. If you want to eat with me tonight, that's an option. and you can go ahead and share this live stream with somebody who might want to eat with me as well. I'm going to get myself some water and come right back over here, and I'm going to be eating, and if you can give me some likes and some shares, I would appreciate it, and we can get more people in the room and we can have some more fun. Also, feel free to give a shout out to our moderators, Mikey Milwaukee and Joe, on the TikTok stream. They keep the chat safe. It's nice to have them here, and I do try to interact with the chat best I can. And then over here on YouTube, we don't have a moderator, so let's just try to be nice to each other, and YouTube will step in and restrict things automatically at different times, because they have done so already. So be mindful and understand you can still get in trouble. I'm going to be right back. I'm getting myself some water, but you can still hear me. As I talk, you can't see me, but you can hear me, and that's just as good. And it looks like I already have ice, so I don't need to get myself ice. So I just need to pour myself a whole bunch of water so that I can stay well hydrated. While eating my food, I like to just drink water. That's my go-to. I love drinking water. I don't know if you like drinking water, but that's something that we could be doing together. We could be drinking water together. We could be eating together. If you want to eat with me, well, I hope you have your food ready, because I'm starting to eat right now. I have my food, which is a pasta, salmon, 2 pieces of bread, and some corn. I know what you're thinking. Let's start off with the corn. Join me, Joe. Join me. Is that corn, Dr. Doodoo? Yes, it is, Dr. Doodoo. Bro, I made it here 3 nights in a row. That is impressive. It's great to have you here. Thanks for coming in and being a regular. It's nice to be doing it. It's nice to be here. I love the people who are taking the time to return and keep viewing me. Katie K, love the festive vest. Thanks for saying it, Katie K. It's great to have you here. Thanks for being part of the live stream. Put the salmon between the bread. That's a great idea. Thanks, Dr. Doodoo. Thanks for the corn. We are eating corn together. If you want to eat corn with me, I hope you have corn to eat with me, because I'm eating corn. We could be eating corn together, thousands of miles away, even close to each other. Who knows? If you're new to my live stream, welcome. I do have fun doing this, and you can follow me on Instagram, YouTube, and here on TikTok. I make videos on a regular basis, so hopefully I entertain you. And keep coming back. It works if you work it. That's from NA, but I eat corn with scallion. HEC, thanks for saying I have a wonderful voice. I appreciate you. Thanks for saying I should be an auctioneer or a news reporter. I'd have a lot of fun doing those things. Yep. Corn can get stuck in between your teeth and it feels really weird. Thanks for the follow. It's nice to have you here. Thanks for being here. You were thinking that? That's great. Share fun facts about yourself. Oh, thanks for joining my team. It's nice to have you here, Getty. Or Jeffrey. Thanks for the heart. Regardless, if I'm saying it wrong, I mean, no disrespect. I just appreciate you in general. Fun facts about me? Well, I mean, what would you want to know? Really, at the end of the day, I'm just an average person. But then again, not so much. No. I have a hearing loss. I do wear hearing aids, and I'm not wearing them right now. And I really should be. But they're breaking, so I have to wear them less because I need to use them when I need to use them more. But not a lot of people know I have hearing aids. But it is fun. Tell us about a girl you friend-zoned. Oh, Peaceful Kevin. I don't know if I should because I don't know who's watching. But we friend-zone people all the time. It just happens. What do I do during the day? I try to work a lot of the times. I do edit a lot of videos. I end up trying to find other jobs as well. Basically, I just keep myself busy. Lori, my cousin, is here. I can see she just came in and she's liking the live stream. You guys should give her a shout out. Let her know she's doing a great job at just being alive because she's my cousin and I love her. So if you give her some love, I do appreciate it. Just let her know that she's loved as well. Hobbies besides TikTok? What are my other hobbies besides TikTok? I don't consider TikTok to be a hobby to begin with, AGC. I work in entertainment, so it's probably kind of part of the job. Ever live that Samsung TV? Did you ever? No, I did not fix that Samsung TV, but one of my friends wants to fix it. Thanks for saying hi to my cousin, guys. I do appreciate it. There was a question that was asked earlier, and I kind of forgot what it was. Or did I answer said questions? I used to work in theater. I wouldn't mind working in theater again. Thanks for asking, Kay. It's nice to have you here. Thanks for being part of the live stream and chit-chatting. The corn is really good. It's distracting me from interacting with you fine people on the interweb, on both TikTok and on YouTube. What part? I guess it's best to say I'm a camera operator and an editor because I end up getting those jobs the most. Well, and an actor. I end up being a background actor on things too. I'm all over the place. You got to freelance and you have to just try to keep yourself busy. How many cans of corn would I what? Crazy Man invites me to co-host. All right, maybe. I don't know. I don't feel like co-hosting quite yet. If you want to hang out with me and you want me to do the battles, let me know. I'll do battles in the future, but I keep getting stuck with people that aren't speaking English, and it's not very fun for me to play off of that, and it must not be very fun for you to watch that, because it's just me struggling with communicating with someone I don't know how to really communicate with, because I already have a hearing loss, so it's already hard for me to be able to communicate with people in general. And then when I add someone that doesn't have a very good speaking of English situation going on, then that just makes things a lot harder for me. How many cans of corn would I eat in one sitting? I don't know. I think I'll try it in a live stream. Evie, favorite book? Always Jurassic Park. It's a great book. And people were asking, about the friend zone thing. A lot of people that I put in the friend zone, pretty happy that they're in the friend zone, it feels like. Katie K asking me what my favorite old romantic comedy is. Old romantic comedy? The Apartment? If you haven't seen it, you should watch it. It's a very old movie, though. You want stories? What type of stories you guys want? Ray, what's my favorite book? I already answered that, but I'll answer it again. It's Jurassic Park. Yep. It's a real simple book. But then again, there's also different categories for favorite books. Scandalous stories? Any favorites I got of stories? What stories? What stories do I have to tell? There's too many. I've been all over the place. It really wants me to co-host. I don't know if I should. I'm having a lot of fun doing this. If you guys want me to do some battles, let me know in the chat, and I'll just enter into these things. Thanks for saying the bread looks good. It does look really good. Thanks for being here, guys. I do appreciate it. It keeps asking me to do the battles. I pulled you in with Jurassic Park. Great. It's nice to have you here. You should stay. Stay a while. We do hang out. We do have fun. If you want to see me cook, if you want to see me eat, that's just part of my live stream. You can also watch my other videos here on YouTube, TikTok. It's all over the place. I'm on Instagram. Follow me in those places. Watch my short form videos. Benjamin. Oh, you call me cute as a button? Favorite cartoon as a kid? DuckTales. I am on the West Coast. Another cutie has a button. No, that's so kind of you to say. You love the Jurassic Park movie? That's great, Lori. I love that movie too. And the book as well. Oh, what happened to the story time? We could still jump into that. What is my favorite kind of music to listen to? Probably Portugal the Man or Rat-a-tat. Talks faster. Oh, thanks for saying no one talks faster and calling me awesome. Yeah, I do appreciate that. We'll do some stories. I gotta figure that out. I ate all the corn already? Dang. I was hoping I had more corn. Well, chit-chatting and eating corn goes by so fast whenever I'm doing it, at least. What type of story do we want to hear tonight? Well, there's countless things that I haven't talked about. And especially in these lives. There's some things I'll never talk about in the lives. But there's things I can talk about. I have seen Portugal the Man live before. 4 or 5 times. I do travel. I do enjoy traveling. But I have never traveled outside of the U.S. because I don't have a passport. Now that's something I've been working on and something I will try to do. I was supposed to do that this year. It looks like it's just moving to a next year thing. I really want a passport. I was afraid to travel before, when I was really young. But that was just mainly like fear of missing out on something. I don't really know. I have to look back and really think about it, but I don't really know off the top of my head exactly what I was fearing again, but it can come back in pieces. Am I supposed to eat the Stinoff salmon? Where did I get this vest? Aardvarks, back in 2009. Do you like the XX on Cormo? I don't know what that is. What's X? I like dinosaurs, and I like Michael Crichton. Michael Crichton's a really great really great writer. Wow. Another co-host. Wouldn't have seen that coming. But the vest was bought at Aardvarks. If you're just tuning in, I'm here live on TikTok and on YouTube. Welcome to my live stream. I live stream on a regular basis. You're watching me eat right now, which means you could eat with me too. It's dinner time for me, and it's a late dinner, but you could be eating dinner. You could be pushing like, and you could be sharing this live stream with other people that you know might want to eat dinner with me, or just watch me eat in general. I have salmon, I have pasta, I have bread, and I already ate my corn. So we're moving along with the eating process, and we're just chit-chatting, having a good time. And it looks like people want me to tell some sort of story, and I just haven't decided which story I really want to tell. Which stories I'll save for another time, and which stories I want to reveal right now. Regardless, I'm new to live streaming, and I'm having fun doing it, so you feel free to give me a follow and tune in on a regular basis, and you'll see more about me. Regardless, I'm a character. I do have a lot of stories to tell. I've been alive for quite a while. I'm 35, and I got stories for days. I was a teacher, a station manager. I've gone to rehab. I've had a lot of fun, and I've gone all over the place. We have a lot of stories to tell. I've traveled to most of the states. I've been to about 25 of them. And I have a big family, a very big family, a very big Armenian family. I'm also related to the Agajanian family. The Agajanian family is a very famous Armenian family. Before the Kardashians came around, the most famous Armenian family around was the Agajanian family. The reason the Agajanian family was so famous was because they had family members that were playing in professional sports, and they also had people that were doing things in music and entertainment. Now, if you looked into it deeper, you'd be able to see that I have a relative that has won the Indianapolis 500, and that's a fact. Yes, I do have a relative that has won the Indianapolis 500. And that's something that doesn't always happen. Nope. No, it doesn't always happen. I also am related to people that were lucky enough to get out of a genocide. So I'm an Armenian male that is second generation. And that's right, I got lots of stories. I got lots of family stories as well. There's all sorts of things to tell you. I grew up here in Los Angeles in California. So I am born and raised here, and I work within the entertainment industry, and I'm just having fun doing these live streams. Yeah, Armenian Brothers indeed. What about a few other bands that you like? I like Glenn Miller, Benny Goodman, Art Buckley. Who else do I like? The Four Tops. Yeah, there's a bunch of bands. I mean, I just really don't listen to rap and country music that much. I pretty much listen to everything else. It's great to have you here. It's great for everyone to be hanging out with me, eating with me too. You feel free to share this live stream. Feel free to eat with me if you really want, or share it with somebody who's also eating. Or if you just want to watch someone eat and that's your thing, well, looks like you can watch me eat, and you can watch me in this nice vest. It's a Christmas vest. Yep, a Christmas vest with a plaid shirt on behind it, and I really should be wearing a solid color to bring out the vest more. Born and raised LA Armenian, definitely. I don't know who Chef Kip is. Thanks for liking the live stream. Thanks for being here, guys. I appreciate everyone coming in and hanging out and talking in the chat. Polka. Well, Miss Woods X, not all polka deserves to be listened to, in my opinion, either. But polka can be fun. I have the same nose as my boyfriend who's straight. I don't understand what that means. Maybe you could say that again a different way. You're waiting to grow up so you can get your turn. Wait. What was that? I remember being a kid at my sister's concert listening to her play. Oh, MKL. Oh, okay. All right. Thanks for sharing and thanks for being here. Honey, thanks for calling me adorable. I do love being called adorable. Yes, I do. Thanks for the follow. Thanks for being here. Oh, the modern classical composer. No, I'm not too familiar with that one. Can be is the key? No. Thanks for saying how adorable for sure. I know, right? I have a lot of fun doing these live streams, so why not look adorable in the live streams? Just to make them more enticing. Okay, that's an interesting question. All right, that's a story we'll tell. Last concert I went to. Now, I was sent a text message 3 times within 2 hours asking if I'd show up to work on a Saturday in the middle of July. Do I recommend you eat sugar before bed? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. It's going to make your dreams more intense. Thanks for saying you like the vest, honey. Anyways, back to the story. The story is about me going to the last concert I went to. Now, I was getting a text message asking if I wanted to come to work, and I really, at first didn't want to go to work. I was like, I don't really want to go to work. It's the end of July. It was a rush call. And that means if you work within the film industry, if you get a rush call, that means that it's basically day of. It's like if you're being on standby and your number's in a database that if they need more people, they can reach out to you and you can end up coming in. And when it comes down to being on call, it means it can happen at any time of the day, any day of the week. And we'll get into the other thing later. The Luigi thing, I guess. I don't really have opinions on that stuff. I'm not really paying attention to the news that much. If you're watching my channel, it's just going to be me just having fun and a way for you to escape from everything else that's happening in the world. But back to my story. Now, my story takes place in July, end of July. So far, I've gotten not very far in the story at all. When it comes down to what's happening in the story, I've woken up. I've been sent 3 text messages within 2 hours that was trying to get me to show up to work. At first, I said no. Then I got another text. And then I just had this feeling, I was like, you know what? Sure, I'll do it. It was Saturday, and I was supposed to be at a friend's house to be partying with them because we were going to have a beach day. And beach days are actually not beach days. Beach days just mean that you go to someone's house and you watch beach-themed movies while also hanging out in the pool. If that's something that you can do, or if that's something that you like to do, that's what a beach day is. And that's what a beach day is when you live in suburbia, I guess, or from my perspective. As in, if you were to ask me what type of beach day I was going to have, that's a beach day. I know, right? It's confusing. We can debate on that later. What are we eating? We're eating salmon, pasta. How old were you? When? When I went to this concert? This was this year. Anyways, so this was this year. I decided I'm going to go to work. And it's 11 o'clock. I rush down to Long Beach because that's where it says to go. I park in this parking lot. I'm part of the Long Beach campus, which is like a school apparently that's down there, that I had a friend that went there, and I always forget that there's a school down there. It's a college. It's a well-known college apparently. I always forget that it's there. Thanks for saying I look fancy. Nice to have you here, Brittany. I hope you're enjoying yourself. Now, so far in the story, I've responded to text messages. I've ended up going to work. I'm in Long Beach. I show up. There's a bunch of paperwork that you need to sign. So I show up. There's a bunch of it's basically crowd control elements that were like fences that you'd be walking through and stuff. But I showed up at 11 and there was nobody there except for the people that were working. So I just walk down this thing, and then they start getting me to sign some NDAs. And then they put me on a bus. And I go get on that bus, and this is a really long, big bus that holds about 60 people. Wait, more than 60 people. It's one of those big charter buses. I hope you guys are familiar with those charter buses, because this will make it a lot easier. Top hats? Thoughts on dogs with top hats? I have lots of thoughts about dogs with top hats, but we'll have to get into that another time. Yes, the Saturday, it's 2024. This concert was, I didn't know it was a concert. So what ended up happening was I'm being paid to actually be there right now. So I actually had no idea that it was a concert. I just thought I was showing up to work to be part of something that was filming. I start reading reading the releases, and the releases are all from the Olympics. So since the releases are all from the Olympics, it's like, well, that doesn't make sense. The Olympics aren't here for another 4 years, 2028 or something like that. Why would the Olympics be filming right here? So part of me was like, oh, they're probably just doing something where they're acting like they're at the Olympics. And it's for a movie or something, with a high budget actor, because they only make you send NDAs if there's a lot of people that are famous there. So I end up, getting on this bus. That bus takes me to a tent that's on the beach, on Long Beach. And I get out, and then there's more paperwork for me to sign. And then I stand in this line, and this girl comes by, and she checks your outfit and tells you whether you're good or not, and whether you need to spice it up or something like that. And she said I was good, I just need to turn my shirt inside out. What am I eating? And thanks for reminding me that I'm eating. But I'm eating salmon and pasta and some bread, some delicious bread. Gotta love bread. I'm not sponsoring this bread, but if I was sponsoring bread, I'd be telling you to eat some bread right now. Doesn't matter who the bread's made by. Anyways, back to the story. So, and then I start walking in after I've been approved that my outfit's fine, which it was. It was a fine outfit. I was wearing a swimsuit. I listened to what it said. It said, act like you were going to the beach, just come in beach attire. So I showed up in beach attire, and, oh, you'd eat bread with me? That's so sweet. I hope we're eating bread together. This video is indeed sponsored by bread. Yes, but not a specific brand of bread. Just bread in general. It's delicious and everyone wants it, and you should get some if you don't have some. You could be eating some with me. Anyways, not really. I am not clean shaven at all. There's quite a bit there. It's not shaved. It's already 5 o'clock shadow. You ate bread with dinner? Good. We're all eating bread together. Back to the story. Anyways, I walk in, they put us into groups, and they're like, you guys stand in this area. You guys stand in this area. You guys interact over here. Blah, blah, blah. They put me up pretty close, and then I start to really realize where I am. So it is like the closing ceremonies of the Olympics was filmed here in Los Angeles the day before it aired. So it was pre-taped. Right, I know, what a surprise. But it makes sense it was pre-taped because it was happening at night here when it was happening during the day there. So, of course, it's all pre-taped. And there's this guy that stands up on the stage and he makes an announcement telling us that we're all at the Olympics closing ceremony and that we're going to be entertained by musical guests such as Snoop Dogg, Red Hot Chili Peppers, and Billie Eilish. So I got paid to watch Billie Eilish, Red Hot Chili Peppers, and Snoop Dogg perform multiple times the same songs so they could film them different ways. And it was a great experience. It was fantastic. It was a free show and a paid show. And Billie Eilish was really good, and I actually realized I'd never actually listened to her music before that. And I was like, oh, so that's why people like Billie Eilish. It kind of explained a lot. Before that, I just wasn't putting any energy or any thought into Billie Eilish being a good musician. I just saw her as like, just a pop culture-y girl that was saying things to keep people in the loop of what was going on. But then I actually listened to this girl's music and I was like, oh, so that's why people like her. And it made a lot more sense. I totally understand now why Billie Eilish is famous. But I actually didn't understand before because I actually didn't like that song that she released, the Bad Guy song or whatever it was, with the one with Justin Bieber maybe. I really hated that song. And I thought that that song was like the only reason why she was famous. And I didn't realize she made a whole bunch of other albums and that she had a whole bunch of other songs. And some of those songs I'd heard before. Her brother is great. I'll have to look into her brother. But on top of that, there was the Red Hot Chili Peppers, which were like the oldest musicians that were there, that were killing it. They played like a bunch of songs that they didn't even end up using. No, they played like 3 songs, and then they played like another 3 songs, and they used like one of those. And oh man, it was actually really fun. Snoop Dogg though got really mad. So Snoop Dogg came in on his first take, doing a great job by the way, professional. He walks through the crowd of us, so he walks through the crowd. If you do rewatch the opening ceremonies of the Olympics, or no, not the opening, well yeah, the opening ceremonies for it coming to LA. Or it's the closing ceremonies, sorry, it's the closing ceremonies. So it's the closing ceremonies of the Olympics. If you rewatch it, you can see me. I'm wearing a Hawaiian outfit, or a Hawaiian shirt with black and blue stylization on it. I could show it in the live stream in the future. Anyways, that's not what's important. But if you do want to try to see me in the closing ceremonies of the 2024 Olympics, you can see it. Where it's also the lighting of the torch for the 2028 Olympics. But that's not important. What's important is Snoop Dogg. Let's talk about Snoop Dogg. So Snoop Dogg came in, he like comes in, I didn't even really feel it coming. Everything felt very fluid. It was a great production. They did a great job. All the people that were working on it, fantastic job. If you're watching and you were working on that production, well, kudos to you. You did a great job. Thanks for doing what you did because it felt very natural and very seamless, especially for all of us that were extras. It was very easy for us to just continue to go with the flow. Now, we went with the flow, and when Snoop Dogg came in and he parts through the crowd. He walks through everybody. He goes up to the top of the stage, and he's holding the American flag, and he's waving it back and forth, just like he does, because he's real patriotic. He loves this country, or he just loves parts of this country. I don't know if he loves everything about this country, but that's not really the point. Regardless, it's not about Snoop Dogg's opinions. It's about what Snoop Dogg was doing. So Snoop Dogg was going back and forth with the flag, and then he put it on his mark, and it like fell. But he caught it, of course, but it like couldn't stay where it was supposed to. And he just stops and goes, nah. Because he was realizing that he was going to have to hold the American flag for the rest of the bit, or for the rest of the performance, and he just stops instantly and just goes, no. And it just cuts. And then you can see him off to the side, not being very happy about it, because he's like ready to go. He's ready to do this. Also, lots of weed. It smelled so strong of weed when he showed up. It was very obvious that he likes weed. Thanks, Joe. He left like 7 minutes ago and it's still the same. Yeah, I started telling the story about me watching Snoop Dogg and Red Hot Chili Peppers. And it is cold now, but that's the joys of the air fryer. I could just put it back in if I really want to. Let's find out. Let's put it back in. I deserve hot food. You deserve hot food. If you have the ability to do it, you should be doing it as well. But I'm going to take it over here. I'm not going to move the whole setup, but I'm going to leave the water bottle here. This man's fits never miss. We're on next question. What are we talking about now? Why do you chew like that? I don't want to do a live stream with someone that also doesn't sound like they're from America. It's just hard. It's just, can I edit this so then it doesn't try to partner me up with people to co-host that aren't from America? It's too difficult for me to try to communicate, and I don't want to be rude, but I kind of just like I just don't like it. It's not fun. But when I talk with other Americans in the middle of a live stream, that's actually a lot of fun. That's a great bonding experience. Now I'm throwing some things back into the air fryer. Let's just finish up this eating situation. I just want hot pasta. I don't care about the salmon being hot. No, I don't really care about the salmon being hot at all. The salmon's really good as is. It's just nice to have it be kind of room temperature. If you're just tuning in or just started watching, welcome to my live stream. I'm Benjamin Eatin, and I'm having fun hanging out with you if you're having fun hanging out with me. Don't quote you on what? You think I can restrict it? I'm going to try. I'm going to try to restrict it. In what way? Don't heat up your Captain Crunch. No, it's not how that works. I've tried it before. Hot cereal isn't as much fun as you think it would be. It's more of a disappointment. Has anyone tried to have cereal with Ovaltine before? In order for you to make Ovaltine, you have to put it in the microwave or use hot milk. And then if you put cereal into the Ovaltine milk, you think it would be good, but it doesn't really work very well. Build a wall around the live? I don't think we should build walls, but we have moderators that do keep it safe. I guess in that way, if safety is a wall, maybe? I don't know, that's a stretch. What's my favorite dessert? Depends on what time of year it is. If cherries are in season, then cherry pie is delicious. And I do love myself a good cherry pie. But if cherries aren't in season, I don't really want to force it. No, it's not my thing to force cherry pie to be in season. Growing up, strawberry pie was my favorite. My favorite thing in the whole world. But favorite desserts are, you know, like I could name like a favorite cookie. Well, actually, I can't name the cookie because I don't know what type of cookie it is. But I'm finishing up my salmon right now. I'm waiting for my pasta to come out. It's almost done heating up. If you've been eating with me, well, I've enjoyed eating with you. I hope you've been having fun in my live stream. I normally cook up a bunch of stuff and then eat, and then do other things as well. But tonight we started the live stream late, and I'm still appreciative to have you here. Thanks for being part of the live stream. Thanks for joining the team. Thanks for giving the likes, and thanks for sharing. I do love pound cake. I ate that last night. I ate a bunch of pound cake last night. And thanks for just following in general. It's great to have you here on TikTok and on YouTube. And feel free to follow me on Instagram as well. I'm not sure if you're eating, but if you are eating, well, we're eating together. And that's fun for me to do with you. Someone said proud or pound last night? Well, pound cake. Lori, it's nice to hear you love apple pie. I didn't actually know you loved apple pie. It's the things we learn about each other while we're doing these live streams, am I right? Who would have thought? Regardless, it's great to have you here. If you're new, the live stream also has the chat on both TikTok and on YouTube. Feel free to interact with the other people that are here. We do try to create a safe environment for everybody to be able to chit-chat with one another, and not just with me, with each other as well, because it's about hanging out right now. This is an environment that I'm creating where I'm trying to make it safe for you to be able to chit-chat with other people as well, meet some new friends, and regardless, support one another and have some fun. Now, that doesn't mean that you should feel bashful to say anything. Just remember that we should be nice to each other to some degree. And we have two moderators that are trying to keep things safe. So if you take things too far, well, those moderators will let you know. And that's just what's going on here. If you're on YouTube, there is no moderator. Nope. But there's my pasta. If you're just looking for a breath of fresh air, as in someone that isn't normally in your spectrum of interacting with, well, I'm here for you. Hopefully I supply you with that amount of interesting that makes it so then you feel entertained. So I would appreciate any shares you can give me. You didn't know I enjoyed cherry pie? Look at us. We both didn't know what type of pie we liked. And we call ourselves cousins. You like cheese Danishes? Oh yeah. People should share what they like. I always enjoy hearing what people like to eat. You know, some people are diehard See's Candy fans. It's a thing. Isn't that crazy? And I just mentioned it because my grandma and my aunt are diehard See's Candy fans. It seems to be the things that they really go for. One of my aunts used to always buy a collection of See's Candy that was always the same one, so then you didn't have to like guess what you were like getting. It would be chocolate. Yeah. Every year. Now you get the assortment that has like all of them. And that sucks. My aunt saw that I was trying to put one back the other time we were having a family thing, and I had to eat it. I know. Just some of them are really bad and some of them are really good. See's Candy can be a risky thing whenever you're eating See's Candy. Thanks for the likes and thanks for being here. And Joe's our moderator. Give him a shout out. Let him know he's doing a good job. Mikey Milwaukee's also another moderator. You can give him a shout out as well. I do appreciate when you guys appreciate them because they keep the chat safe. It's great to have you here on either YouTube or on TikTok. I'll be live streaming for a bit longer, so do feel free to share the live stream and push like on that screen. Maybe we'll do some battles. Maybe we'll watch some TV. I don't know. I got home later than I thought I would, and I can't stay up super late. But then again, I said that last night, and I did it anyways, because I'm an adult. Welcome to being an adult. I'm an adult with you if you want to be an adult with me. That's right. We could be eating dinner together as well. We could also bake. I remind you of Ford Pines. Oh, Gravity Falls. That's a great compliment. Gravity Falls was a hilarious show. You're eating oatmeal with me? All right. Well, each their own. I'm not going to judge. I just hope that that oatmeal has some deliciousness to it. Unfortunately, we're coming to an end on the YouTube stream because that camera's going to die. And it's plugged into a microphone and I can't charge it and keep the audio at a good quality. But in a little while, the live stream will end over here on YouTube and it'll continue only on TikTok. But you'll be able to rewatch this live stream whenever you want. If you're watching on YouTube and you didn't catch the first half, it just gives you a reason to restart this live stream. And also, if you're watching on TikTok and you ever really want to rewatch any of my live streams that are just me cooking and eating, well, you can actually do that on YouTube. That's a possibility for you to be able to go over there and rewatch pretty much any of the live streams I do, at least the first half of every live stream. Because I try to always do a live stream on YouTube and TikTok every day. It's my free gift to you. Free gift until it's monetized. And then you have to watch an ad. So take advantage of the no ads while you can. Well, then again, you still might have to watch ads. It's YouTube. Oh, you're eating up your battery life. Yeah, I can do that. I'm exciting. I'm fun to watch. Yeah, I don't want to twirl. I'm cutting it because it's easier to eat while I'm filming myself, and I have to be mindful of the fact that people are watching me, and I don't want to be slurping on spaghetti. Now, if I was eating and not filming myself, I wouldn't do this. But when you're eating, you should, if you're filming yourself while eating, you should eat kind of differently than you normally would. Make it a little easier for yourself. Also, do what's best on for filming yourself and making yourself look good. What are we eating? We're eating some spaghetti. Some spaghetti, well, some chicken Alfredo. LP, laughing, also chewing, and so hungry. Oh, thanks, Hoser, for saying that. My kindness is contagious, hopefully, and that you maybe feel more of it. Oh, how is Grandma? My grandma's 98 years old, guys. I'm your favorite non-playable character? Oh, non-character character. No, that's great. Good to hear Grandma's good. I gotta go over there this week. I never really take the time to see her, and it's more fun to go over there during the holiday season than any other time, especially since we usually end up there on like New Year's. It's better to say that I was there earlier this month. Oh, that's too bad, man. Sorry to hear about that. My grandma's so far outliving everybody. And it sounds like more of a curse than anything else. Not like a real curse, but you can tell she's not super happy about it. She is fun to be around because she's feisty. Honestly, man, you probably won't ever meet her. She doesn't like going online. Okay, my grandma grew up in... So my grandma's name is Blanche. She grew up in a hotel the first years of her life, up until she was like 5 or something. This hotel was owned by Al Capone. And my grandpa, or my great-grandpa, her dad, was a bootlegger who would do the alcohol runs and did not like the life that he was giving to his daughter and his son. Or, yeah, to his daughter and his son. My grandma had a brother. He died, I'm pretty sure. This is hard for me to recollect everything. Let's see if I got this down. So, yeah, she isn't too happy about it. My cousin's saying, yeah, my grandma's not very happy that she's outlived everybody. She does not like the hard candy. But, or maybe she did when she was a kid. But regardless, Al Capone owned a bunch of hotels and would live in some of his hotels. And she was like a 4 or 5-year-old girl that would run around the hotels when Al Capone would manage these hotels. This is all in Chicago. My grandma came over. She is first generation, but her dad came over like right before the genocide. Something like that. So they didn't deal with the genocide thing. They came over here to have a better life, but then they ended up having, oh, hello, Cooliette. It's nice to have you back again. Great to see you here. Thanks for being part of the live chat. I'm telling a story about my grandmother's life. So far, she's in her 90s. She's 98. My cousin brought her up because my cousin saw her today. Regardless, to catch you up real fast, my grandma was born in like the days of the Great Depression, and she was a baby girl that would run around a hotel that was owned by Al Capone. And my grandpa, my great-grandpa that is, would do the bootlegging stuff with Al Capone and would do alcohol runs, and it was very sketchy. I was told that he did alcohol runs, that he would be driving the alcohol to and from destinations, and that it was a risky life, and that he didn't really want to keep doing that, and he was well, he was like a craftsman. He was well educated in the ability to, I think it was weld, and work with metals, kind of like a blacksmith type of thing. Well, thanks for joining my team. It's great to have you here. Thanks, user. Thanks for the gifts and the hearts and whatnot. Your great-grandma lived to 105. It went to Couliet. Maybe someone took your phone and did it to you. Yeah, okay, and then my grandma also grew up during the Great Depression, so she has memories of not having food and them eating out of the trash, basically. Getting rotten food, and they would take that rotten food and they would put it in the oven and they would heat up that rotten food and burn it, basically. So they couldn't get sick from it, and then they'd eat that. And that was what she was eating. And then they came out to California, and they lived in a nice little knit Armenian group of people. And she actually lived close to where my grandpa, her husband, was, and she was like a neighbor. So she hung out with my grandpa's sisters all the time. And then my grandpa went off to war. And my grandma remembers like waiting for him to come back. They wrote letters to each other that they are very, very much so never ever gonna let us read until they're dead, as they've said. So we have to wait to read those. Thanks for saying you love the haircut. 2018, I'm sorry that you lost her. I am Armenian. But back to what's happening. My grandma said that she would write my grandpa all the time. They would write back and forth. Another fact, my grandpa, when he went off to war, the way my great-grandma, his mom, dealt with it was ridiculously terrible. Like, she could not deal with it. It sounds like it was the worst experience for her ever. Because my aunts would tell me stories on how she would just lay on the couch all day and just stare up at the ceiling, and she just didn't want to do anything. So everybody else had to do everything in the house. She later ended up getting Alzheimer's, but that wasn't yet. She still bounced back after that. Back then were just incredible? Yes, I know, right? Thanks for saying I'm always styling it up and keeping myself stylish. I already ate all the salmon. I'm finishing up my pasta, but I'm pretty much done eating. If you're finishing up eating too, we're finishing up eating together. It was a different time. Hey Josie, it's nice to have you here. My day was good. I hope your day is good. Thanks guys for coming in and being part of the live chat. I appreciate all of the likes and all of the shares you've gotten. You had spaghetti today too, Emily? Well, that's delicious. In the next couple minutes, I'll be ending the live stream on YouTube, but you can continue to watch me on TikTok. That's right. Sonny asked if anything cool or interesting happened today. Just work stuff. That wasn't that interesting. No, it got more interesting as I sat. Well, I also watched, before I started this live stream, I watched a TV show that doesn't need to be advertised, but it's called Skeleton Crew. It's on Disney Plus. I don't need to be advertising it, but I'm going to be mentioning it. You didn't know I remembered you from yesterday? Of course, Emily, you popped up in the chat and you said things, and I acknowledge that you're here. As long as you take the time to acknowledge me, I should take the time to acknowledge you, and I appreciate you taking the time to be here. It's great for you to tune in once again, and I appreciate you, so feel free to also push like and share this live stream, because I could appreciate more people too. At the end of the day, it's just nice to see that you came back. Oh, you finished your last final? You're officially graduating. That's good. Oh, Juliet, you got to get to bed. It's 11. Thanks for saying hi. I do appreciate it. And I hope you get yourself a great night's sleep and that you have a good day tomorrow. Take care of yourself, and maybe I'll see you tomorrow on my live stream. I would like to live stream earlier tomorrow. I meant to live stream earlier today, but it just kind of happens. Blink Ben, please. What is that? That is from Miss Woods X. Did you go to college? I went to UCLA Extensions. And then we've got maybe a girl named Rebecca Achille saying blink Ben, please. Oh man, reading it made me blink, but yeah, I can blink whenever you want me to, but you shouldn't get hung up on that. If that's bothering you, that's a little thing. And that means that I'm probably not entertaining you. If you're focusing on how often I blink, I might not be the guy for you to watch right now. You might need to be watching something else. But maybe you are finding it exciting to watch live streams that people don't blink. I don't know. The algorithm's going to be sharing with you this and that. But if me blinking's going to freak you out, I talk really fast too at times where you might not be able to think that I'm breathing. And that's going to make you more concerned. So I'm just trying to give you a little warm up to that in general. I'm reading about the Armenian genocide now. Good. Yeah, read up on that. That is a fascinating thing to read up on, and it sucks that it happened. But hey, I'm a survivor from that, so it's all good. What courses did I take? I did entertainment studies, what I do for a living. I never really understood why people went to college to get degrees when they would like not be able to say what they wanted to do with their life, but then they were like going to college to get degrees. And it just seems like, you know, go to work and then figure out what you want to do. Not go to school to learn about things to see if you potentially want to work on those things. It just seems like it's the reverse of what it should be. It should have been people went to work to try to figure out what they wanted to do to then go to school. But people went to school. I don't really believe in the 4-year thing. I just don't. And I'm doing fine, so you could be doing fine too. But I'm not going to be giving anyone that exact advice. Thanks for saying I remind you of Oscar Isaac. I don't try to remind you of Oscar Isaac, I just do. It's a great thing that I can do. Usually the parents pushing it, but I've heard parents even show their own skepticism in telling people to like take a year off. Because it's expensive. And you shouldn't just like rush into it. Education degree and I never want to teach. You have an education degree. You'll be able to use that somehow. Regardless if you're watching on YouTube or on TikTok, thanks for being here. Thanks for being part of my live stream. You can follow me on Instagram. I'm going to be ending the live stream over here on YouTube. But I'm going to continue to live stream over here on TikTok. And that's just something that you can go and continue to watch if you really want to. And you're having fun watching me over here on YouTube. It's ending right now, but you can rewatch this live stream if you're just tuning in. You can watch me heat up some food. You could watch me eat, and you can eat with me as well. You can also heat up food with me as well, and you can eat that food with me when I start eating my food. Regardless, you can rewatch any of my live streams whenever you want here on YouTube. You can also follow me and be part of my community, and you can check me out on Instagram and on TikTok. But if you do want to keep watching the live stream, this live stream is about to end, and it's been a lot of fun live streaming with you, but I do need to cut it because the battery's going to die and it's plugged into a microphone, and I can't also charge the camera while also plugging in some microphones. I do need to work on this setup. Regardless, the setup will be fine-tuned in the future, and I appreciate your patience, and I appreciate everyone coming in and being part of the community, everyone chatting in the chat, and everyone being here and being real nice to each other. It's been a lot of fun live streaming with you. I hope you had fun live streaming with me. Once again, feel free to follow me here on YouTube. You can also follow me over there on TikTok, where the live stream is going to continue to go on. So if you do want to watch the rest of this live stream, you just got to go over there. But you can also follow me on Instagram. I hope you have yourself a great night. It's been nice live streaming with you. And if you had fun eating, I had fun eating with you too. It was fun for me to be in your space. Thank you for taking the time to be in my space. I had a great time. I hope you had a good time. Feel free to give me any feedback. And I look forward to seeing you in future live streams. Take care of yourself and have yourself a great night. Get a good night's rest and have a good day tomorrow. And if you want to watch me live stream again, you can watch me live stream again tomorrow on this platform. And also, it'll run longer on TikTok once again. So that's just something that you got to take into consideration. I'll be streaming on both, but you can catch me on either of them, and hopefully I'll either continue to look at you on the other stream, or I'll just see you tomorrow. Have a great night, everyone over there on YouTube, and you can keep watching if you go on over to TikTok. But still, have yourself a great night and a good day.